All right, so here goes a lesson on the slide part of Freebird. This is Gary Rossington playing slide. Now he played slide with it on his middle finger. So what we're gonna do when we do this slide, we wanna use a little bit of dampening next to the slide. So I'm gonna start on the 7th fret of the G string. The G string is where a lot of our action is in this tune. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set that slide right on top of the string. Now when you play slide, you don't press down, you just set it on the string. And you set it directly on the fret. So you want to be straight up parallel exactly on that fret, not in between like you would with a note in here. You want to be right on that fret. And the other thing is that if this first finger behind the slide is touching the string below you all the time, it's going to keep a lot of unwanted noises from happening. So first we're going to have this 7 to 12 on the G string. I'm going to have that first finger touching that G string the whole time we slide. And then we have a little 11 to 12 and back. So 12, 12, 11, 9. Now this can also go. So that's a longer phrase. And a lot of these things we get switched out and changed around. So you can do it like the album, but you can kind of know what the riffs are and change them around and do them how you like. I think that's how Gary Rossington did it. He never probably did it really the same. He would do it where it felt cool to him, and he would like mix it up with sometimes go high and then alternate, don't go high sometimes. So once again, we got. Now our next part's like. So that was going from the 9 on the G, either 1 or 2 hits, to the D. And that's 9 to 10. And that was down to the G, 10 to 9, and then 10, 10 on those other 2 strings. So. And then we're going to slide into the 5th fret of the D string. And that was like 4, 5, 7, 6, 7. And then we're going to use the D on that 7. Do that 7, 6, 7 again. Back to the D. And then 9 to 12, we'll use that time. And when it's not a singing part, that's when you do like the, because he's not singing there. When he starts singing, you just hold that 12 and you wait, and then you go 7 to 9 real slow to that 10, and you don't do all that because there's singing going on, so you want to do a lot less. So say when the singing starts, it's like just that one note. Now if you slide up to the, that'd be your octave of that. So if you look at we got 3 dots here, dong, dong, dong. We got the 7th fret. We got the 3rd dot up here. We got, so that's the 19th fret, 19, 18, 19. It's a little harder to get that note to dampen behind you when you get up there. So they're going to be back into that kind of stuff. Very simple behind the verse. Every now and again you can go 10, 9, 10 on that. Now occasionally you could go like. After it's done that 4 times with the singing, then we're going to have the F change. Back to F, and that's the 10th fret of the G string. 10, 9, 10, 10. And then you're going to have a 7 all the way down to the 2. That kind of goes with the vocal. just like that. So it's like 4 times of that F, C, D, then we're back to. So it's not the end of the world if you don't have that finger dampening, but you'll notice it does make your tone a little nicer, more controlled. So obviously when he's not singing, you can be a little busier. So there's like 2 before he starts singing, then there's 4 of him singing, then you got the F change. Then there's 2 more where you can be busier when he's not singing. Then we're going to come into the next verse. And you're very simple just on that 12. You got the 7 and 9. Don't do a lot of riffs there. Very simple. Occasionally you can throw that in there. See, that's adding a little bit, but not too much, just with that. So like I say, we'll have like 4 times through that of him singing, and then you're going to come into that. The F change. You could even go like on that chord there, those 10s. And each time there's one where it goes 7 down to 2 right with the vocal. I think that's like the 2nd time of each one, but give it a listen. F again. So there's an extra F that time, and then the last time. So that's 7 and 6 back and forth on that G string, and then you just slide up to. You slide up to that 12, and that's when that new rhythm comes in. So for more solo rhythm and for the solo, the actual solo, I'm gonna have 2 or 3 more parts to this. So they'll be coming up soon. So thanks for watching. Come on back.